And we are live. Welcome to the process. It is Tuesday, March 1st. How are we in March already? Honestly, time is ridiculous. I don't know how that happened, yet here we are. Sorry. 6-game slate. We got to break it all down today. We're going to go through every rotation. We're going to run some crunches at the end of the stream. We're going to figure out what's going on this slate 12 hours before we really need to. Good morning to everybody that's here. If you're already in the door, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Then head on over to Twitter and follow me at Josh Engleman. Terrible night for me last night. Got absolutely body bagged. Everything I touched turned to awful outside of basically Scotty Barnes and Brandon Goodwin. What else are you going to do? Whew. Man, there was a time where March 1st was just like my favorite day of the year because we got into college basketball. Now I don't care about college basketball at all. It's so weird. It's truly weird. I'm so excited to drink some coffee. I feel pretty damn good today. I got a lot of sleep yesterday. That was very necessary. It was a long day. Got to bed early. And got the sleep I was looking for. So I'm well rested, feeling alert. We'll see if we can keep that going into tomorrow. But let's see what we've got today. Contenders videos will be out after this. Strategy show at 10 o'clock with Adam. And then that's it for me for the day. So no live before lock or anything like that. We had fun on live before lock last night, myself and Lofty. So if you missed that one, keep your eyes peeled. I think that might be us moving forward on Mondays. But that's where we're at. That is where we're at. I don't have much else to say right now. I thought we would have a bit of a rant. And I don't know. Not much else that I could really talk about. This will be fun. I could show it on the screen, sort of. So these are my 7 highest exposed guys. This was everybody above 40%. I did have 37% Barnes, but I'll ignore that. DeJounte Murray, underperformed. Jimmy Butler, neutral. Pascal Siakam played 8 less minutes than I expected. Same for Butler, by the way. But even ignoring the playing time, Siakam, underperformed. Goodwin hit. Jared Allen, not good. Actively bad, if we're going to be honest. Who else? Cole Anthony, terrible. Truly terrible. Desmond Bane, terrible. Truly terrible. I was just not on the plot today. That's for sure. Not in the AM, bro. What do I do normally when I don't have shows? I don't know. Chores, things around the house, run errands. I got to go to the dentist today. Yeah, it's not like I just get to sit around. I got to do a bunch of laundry. I don't know. Outside work on the pool, clean the kitchen. Got a ton of stuff going on. Speaking of, Anthony Childs said, your joke last night about getting an Awesemo bonus for finishing university really got Lofty and me as well. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to put it all up on the screen. I didn't really think about the fact that I could do that. This is going to be really fun for the people of this show. Let me find it in my phone quick, and then I got to send it to myself. It's going to be complicated in nature, but we'll get there. All right, where is it hiding? 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Where's 4 years ago? 4 years. There it is. And got it. Oh, you guys are going to love this. I know I love it when I see it. I hope you guys like this as much as I do. I think that you will. All right, let's send myself this link. You guys have no idea what this is going to be. Bang, got it. So 4 years ago today, this tweet came out. 4 years ago today, this was the tweet. Looking for fantasy sports writers so we can put out a lot of great content on Awesemo.com. If you're interested, email support@awesemo.com. And there's a nice little link about... What, did I lose chat somehow on my own? No, there it is. Got it. Nice little tweet from the boss man, Alex Baker, putting out a call for content. Who's this guy? Emailing back within the first hour of that post going out. I wonder. Today started it all. This tweet right here had me send in an email and a resume mere hour after it was posted. This tweet right here changed my life. Completely, utterly changed my life. By the end of this week, I had quit my job. I'm going to find out exactly when I did it, too. So let's see. Got to search for emails from back then. And can't find it, oddly enough. There, it's got to be that one. Nope, ain't that. Doesn't matter. Biggest day of my life, right here. I wonder if the post still exists. Nope, it doesn't. That would have been cool. Couldn't have worked out any better. I got in touch with Tom and Alex basically later on that week. We hashed out what was going to go on because they weren't necessarily looking for what I was offering. I didn't think that a full-time job was in the cards for me because I was already working a full-time job. We hashed out everything, and I quit like 72 hours later. And within 2 weeks, I was starting up at Awesemo.com, and now I've been here since that date, March 1st, 2018. There were no content people at Awesemo yet. You got me, you got Chris Spags, you got Jake Hari out of the gate. That was it. That was the trio. You had 1-800-EDDIE on the back end. You had Tom on the back end. You had Alex on the back end. That was the crew for the most part at that point. I'm missing somebody off the top of my head. I can't even think about it now because this is all pre-Fanvice. But that was the reply. Let's see if anybody else replied to this post. Not really. Anyway, I saw that this morning when I woke up. It was kind of fun to see. 4 years ago today, it all started. So, good shit. Thanks for that one, boss. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, let's do this quickly. Right here. Peep the banner, top of the screen. Awesemo.com/prizepicks-promo. You get 1 free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum. Get a little bit of a deposit bonus. Tons of tools on the website to help you out. What else could you possibly want? Think about this. We don't have sponsor reads when I first started. So it's nice to have this stuff. Right there. It's on top of the screen. Prizepicks.com. Presenting sponsor of the Process Show this season. Couldn't be happier to have them. Now, I've been waiting for this for a while. Throat's a little scratchy. Gonna need to take a sip because I forgot to fill my water. So I've got a coffee. I hope you guys do as well. If you don't have a coffee, if you got a tea, water, beer, vodka, hot dogs, potentially, and all sorts of different things you could start your day with. You know what? People should have Pop-Tarts more. I don't know if that's still as big of a thing as it was for me. They probably have too many flavors now. They probably taste like awfulness, but brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart, if you got one of those today, you're near and dear to my heart. 4 years since it all started. Cheers it up. We'll also hit the anniversary in like 2 weeks for real, but maybe we'll do a giveaway for that one. Oh, yeah. Where am I? Also, if you got a joint, do that. Cheers, everybody. Rise and grind. SMP, no, but not no. I'm from Eastern Pennsylvania, but I spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh. I had a couple friends that went to Pitt. Ultimately then friends that went to Duquesne. But yeah, I mean, the amount of times that I went out to Pittsburgh while I was in college was, I don't know, 40. So well versed in Pittsburgh, but no, technically I went to, here we go. We'll pull it up. This is the alma mater right here. Kutztown University. Or like a Google Images of this joint. There's my campus. There it is. Kutztown University. Good stuff. I wonder if you could still see my house. Yeah, this could be fun. North Main Line Station. I think it was 6 North Main. Oh, it is. All right. So this was one of my college houses right here. Oh my God. Why did they paint it? Who painted it this hideous color? It was not that stupid orange color when I lived there. Oh, you went to Cal U and PA. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I went to Kutztown. Looks like all of those pictures are useless. What a disgusting house. Now, so this house was great. Prior to moving in, yeah, that's definitely the kitchen. Prior to moving in, it was just a family that lived here. And so it was like clean and nice. And then we for sure ruined it. But that's not the house. This is the house though, for sure. Right here, this corner lot. Awful house. I totally don't remember the address of my previous house, but that one has already been ripped down to the ground. I don't think that I could ever want to go back to that house, man. Here's the worst part of that house. I'll be able to show you on maps, and then we can get started. We only have 6 games, so we'll zip through this pretty easy. So here's 6 North Main in Lyons, right? We're going to be, you can see this group of houses right here. So it's this corner house, which honestly is kind of weird to me to look at it like this because this is not the way that I remember it. There was a giant wooden fence here. But anyway, the most important part of this, see these railroad tracks? Multiple times a day, we got the loudest possible trains going by. It was awful. Truly, truly awful. It was so loud. So campus is down that way. It's like a mile outside of town. So if you come back down this way, you get back into town. Oh, man. What a just ridiculous town. I miss it. I legitimately miss it. Anyway, we don't need to go down that memory lane any longer. Let's dive into the slate. First game up, Detroit Pistons. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and do so. I'm starting it off on a good note today, guys. I'm in a good mood. Good night's sleep. And 4 years, man. It's been a very fast and long 4 years at the same time, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is the best place in the world. I mean, there's so like that town that I was just showing that house in. I mean, there's probably like 500 people. All right, here we go. Detroit. Q tag on Marvin Bagley, Q tag on Frank Jackson, doubtful tag on Hamidou Diallo. So we'll get Diallo out of there. Most of this is just going to fix itself. You know, we got Jeremy Grant in for 32 minutes. Bagley didn't play the last one. We'll go 26-22 on Hayes and Corey Joseph. We've got Cade Cunningham in for 32. We got Bay in for 34. Frank Jackson hasn't played in a while, but we can give him like 18 minutes. And then we just have to give 12 to, I'm guessing, like Rodney Magruder. We're making no changes to Detroit. They have no changes that deserve to be made if everybody else is in. Yo, Cantor, I didn't see your post or the message a while back. I almost went to Slippery Rock. Like really, really close. One of my friends that I would actually go to Pittsburgh with ended up going to Slippery Rock. For a brief moment before I decided to go to Kutztown, I was going to go to Slippery Rock and live with him. But I ended up going to Kutztown. One of my friends went to Colgate to play quarterback after high school. Didn't work out for him freshman year. Transferred back out, and then ultimately transferred to Kutztown. And then I went to live with him instead. But yeah, I mean, like I've multiple times on Slippery Rock's campus. It was close. That feels like a lifetime ago, too. All right, Washington Wizards. Don't really know what's going on with those guys. Just no Porzingis. Everything else is the same, so this should be pretty easy, other than having to figure out the center rotation. So I got Thomas Bryant in for 18. Looks like Anthony Gill was removed from that, and they went back to Daniel Gafford. We can get Gafford up to 22 minutes, and I think that's fine. Maybe it should be slightly more, but I don't know where to get those minutes from on this team. Got 28 for Neto. We'll make it 27, I guess. We'll bump up Ish Smith. I mean, this team stinks. I don't really have any other changes that I'd like to make here. I mean, is that first game as easy as it seems? I guess it is. Ooh, I got to fix my booms. All right, got it. So first game up, Pistons, 4-point dogs, 218 total. It's Bay, it's Cunningham, it's Grant. I mean, we know this at this point. Might take a minute away from Grant just so he doesn't pop as much. Take him to 31. We'll take Olynyk to 17. Kami, that's a good question. Is Satoransky active yet? I don't think that signing has officially gone through. Let me look. Yeah, I don't know if he's officially signed yet. So I'm going to assume no, unless we hear something different. But it's Bay, it's Cunningham, it's Grant. They all look relatively similar. Stewart and Joseph would be a half step back. And then on Washington, Kuzma, 8,700 on FanDuel, 9,200 on DraftKings. Daniel Gafford's 3,600. I mean, that's going to be a really big play today. KCP looks okay. Corey Kispert looks okay. But the key pieces here are Kuzma on both sites, Gafford on DraftKings. All right, so even after all that ranting, we're still through game number 1 almost immediately. Maybe we'll get lucky. Game number 2 will be the same, and we'll just catch up. So the Atlanta Hawks are next. 6.5-point dogs in Boston for Atlanta. Doubtful tag on John Collins. No Lou Will. So we can pretty easily just take Lou Will out. I already don't have John Collins in. So that piece is easy. We don't have to make any changes from a rate perspective. Let's do this and that. That gets Gallo up to 30 minutes. I already got Capella at 30. I want to walk that back a little bit. We'll go 28-20 for him and Okongwu. Do they play them alongside each other? Nope. Nope. Coffee's hitting the spot today, guys. So I guess Kevin Knox is just going to play a little bit, right? Herder. So who played more with Lou Will out? I guess that 3, 6, 9, 12. They had 12 minutes of garbage time, so that'll do it. We never got to figure it out. So it's probably starters. So I'm going to take Herder to 32. We're going to take DeLon Wright to 19, and then I'll give Kevin Knox 12. Again, no rates to change, though. We know what we have here. So let's go to Boston. And if Boston's at full strength, which it doesn't appear that they are. Nope, they are. So who was out the last time that I did a Boston game to cause so much havoc here? Are they playing Horford more? Oh, they're not playing Tice. Really? Really? All right, so Derek White to 24 minutes. Go 16 to Peyton Pritchard. 32 for Smart for right now. I really don't... Is Daniel Tice really not going to play? I guess he's not. So we take Tice out of there. We got Robert Williams in for 32. We got Grant Williams playing even more now. I'm going to put him in at 27. We're going to get Al Horford up to 30. That leaves me 7 extra minutes. So I can definitely get Peyton Pritchard to 18. I'm really surprised. I thought that Daniel Tice was just going to be a part of the rotation. What a weird trade. But I guess they had no Time Lord in those first two. He didn't play here and here, and then Horford sat, so he got back in. But they also had 14 and a half minutes of like slop time, which generally means that I need to give starters more minutes. But I already got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum at 36. I mean, I guess I need to move Smart up from 32 to maybe 33. Now I just have 4 minutes left over. I'm just going to go to Tice as spillover. S&P, I'm like 99% sure they stayed out of the tax. Cantor, I don't think the Tice deal got done for this year. I think it's next year when they don't have Horford. I don't think they're going to keep Horford around. I have a sneaky suspicion. Well, truthfully, I don't even know where he ends up, but he's got like he's due like $28 million or whatever next year, but he's also got only a $12 million guarantee. I think it's something like that. The specifics won't matter. We're going to get to it now. So yeah. Okay. It's 19. No. It's 14 and a half guaranteed, but he's on the books for 26.5. They're not going to pay him 26.5 next year. I think they're going to eat that 14 and a half. So my guess is they either stretch Horford and make it $4.8 million over the next 3 years. It doesn't strike me as a Celtics move, so they might trade him. But I don't think that Horford's going to be there, so I think Tice is next year's Horford insurance. So that could be interesting. I wonder if that guarantee is the same for Philly. I guess it becomes Boston, right? It's a bigger guarantee if they make the finals. Anyway, that's Boston. We don't have any other changes here. So the first two games really did go down as quick as possible. For Atlanta, Trae Young, clearly. I'd say DeAndre Hunter is the second best option, and even that's not all that great. Look at how flat this is. Young, Hunter, Herter, Bogdanovich, Gallo, Capella. Not really a ton separating all six of those guys on DK. Basically all the same booms. Got a cough. There we go. All right, well, 2 games down. Top of the hour now. Hit that like button if you haven't done it already. How are we looking for likes? 128 viewers, 51 likes. That's a pretty good crowd. I guess people weren't as mad at me for just doing random nonsense today. Looking at pictures of my old college houses. I wish I could show you guys the inside of the dump that we lived in the year before that last house, though. Oh, boy. What a gross, disgusting abode. All right, Brooklyn Nets on the back-to-back, on the road in Toronto. Can Kyrie play in this? He can't, right? Yeah. That's funny. I'm right? Like, Toronto hasn't changed any policies. Kyrie has to be out for this one. Let me make sure that I'm right here. I think I'm right, though. I'm like 99% sure that he can't play today. So let's check out Brooklyn. Couldn't remember if Toronto or Canada or whatever, whoever actually has put that into place, had repealed it or not. Felt like I had heard that. All right, here we go. Well, then, this is going to look pretty similar to yesterday. So, Brooklyn played everyone. They went to the old 13-man rotation. Thanks, Jacques Vaughn, for that one, who I assume is coaching this one, too. That's pretty annoying. I don't even... How much of this is, like... I mean, obviously they got beat by 36. So, Nick Claxton's minutes... Oh, I did skip Boston. Rowan, good eye. Good eye. It's just Boston, so they're not all that fun to talk about. Jason Tatum, 8,900 on FanDuel, looks great. Jaylen Brown, 8K on FanDuel, looks great. Both guys look pretty similar on DraftKings at their salaries. I like Time Lord quite a bit across FanDuel and DraftKings. In particular, FanDuel, because he's got power forward eligibility. If you want to go to Horford on DK, I think that's fine. All right, so yesterday's minutes. Daron Sharp's minutes are meaningless. Nick Claxton's minutes are meaningless. David Duke actually got run in the first half. So they, in theory, went to an 11-man rotation. I mean, Drummond was just not good. This whole game was just not good. So lucky for us, we're mostly going to keep the same rotation that we had. Gonna cut Patty Mills' minutes pretty significantly. Take him down to 30. I think I could leave Curry at 33. I got Dragic in for 18. By all accounts, that's not going to be any different. Bruce Brown all looks fine. Blake looks fine. Kessler Edwards looks fine. Now I'll go 24-24 on Drummond and Aldridge. Played 36. Daron Sharp or Nick Claxton, whoever you want to say is the center there. becomes the center for the final 12. So Andrew King, I have no idea what that is. None at all. No clue. 8 game. Good to see you. Yeah, keep an eye on Drummond. 29 minutes for James Johnson. I think this all looks fine. I mean, maybe I should be giving David Duke a little bit more time instead of Blake. But I think it's fine. I mean, that's Brooklyn, honestly. Now, Toronto is complicated because we had no... Oop, I got to give those 2 minutes quickly. There we go. Toronto's complicated because obviously they're on the back-to-back. Ah, okay. I think I've heard that name before. Do we just assume that Fred VanVleet doesn't play again today? I think we have to, right? Like, clearly we don't have Anunoby, but do I put VanVleet back in? I mean, he's not the type of guy that misses a bunch of games in a row when he's like on the fence. Is 1 day of extra rest going to be the difference? All right, I'm just going to put VanVleet back in. So we get to 37 on VanVleet. We're going to go to 10 for Malachi Flynn as the backup. I'm going to adjust rates. I don't really know what else I could do. So let's grab the quick Toronto rates. And it's not a big change for their usage and stuff, but I think I have to. So we'll say games where Siakam, VanVleet, Trent, Scotty Barnes all played, and OG Anunoby is off the floor. This should be easy enough. This will barely change anything, but I do want to lock in the rates of all the starters. Who the hell knows if Fred VanVleet plays today? I don't have any confidence in it. I'm sure you guys don't either. All right, there we go. Rates in. AU, Drummond isn't playing 30 minutes because he's not that good at basketball. It's a weird thing where they usually only play good players 30 minutes. He doesn't play 30 because he doesn't deserve to play 30 or even remotely close to 30. All right, let's get VanVleet's usage in here now. Get Siakam's usage in here now. We'll get Trent in. Scotty Barnes in. Actually, don't even have to touch Scotty Barnes. I guess I don't have to make any other changes. So, call it on Toronto, which means game 3 in the books. Brooklyn Nets, Bruce Brown, 5,700 and 5,400, just given his minutes. Andre Drummond on FanDuel, even in 24 minutes at 6,700, is probably worth a look. Upside is there. James Johnson, 4,300 on DK is the value. On the Toronto side, assuming VanVleet is in, we love Siakam. We love VanVleet. We love Trent. We love Barnes. I think we like Thad Young and Chris Boucher quite a bit. Might need to tweak those minutes, actually. Precious in for that. Kem Birch plays less and less. Thad Young actually played a bit less. But no surprise, that was an absolute ass beating. I think 22 for Boucher, 22 for Young, 16 for Kem Birch, 24 for Achua actually makes sense. So, well, 3 games to go. Cruising through this by doing as little as possible. Don't forget Prize Picks, presenting sponsor of this show. Clippers are 7-point favorites in Houston, 229 total. Not a fun team to ever look at, these LA Clippers. No Paul George, everything else is the same. Yeah, Reggie Jackson in for 35. Marcus Morris in for 30 seems fine. Robert Covington in for 22 seems about fine. Zubac's minutes are all over the map. This doesn't feel like it's his kind of game, though, today. So I think that we're just going with this same Clippers rotation. I mean, this slate so far is incredibly easy. Is anything different for Houston today? All right, Q tag on Kevin Porter, Q tag on Garrison Matthews. This is actually something that could complicate matters. I've got both of these guys in right now. Porter didn't play the last game. He's only played in one of the last 4. I am going to assume, though, that he is available for this one. We got 20 minutes for Schroeder. Give him a little bit more. I'm up to 24. 29 for Gordon. Yeah, I mean, the rest of this pretty much looks good. Martin playing a little bit less as of late. Not sure who's playing more, though. I don't really see a spot where those minutes would go. I got Jalen Green in for 33 already. Christian Wood is set at 32. No extra minutes for Şengün. So, maybe we look at an extra minute here. Tate, and we just throw a spillover minute to Josh Christopher. Another game in the books. I mean, it's just the same rotations we have over and over again. Reggie Jackson for 7K on FanDuel looks exceptional. 8,200 on DraftKings looks fine. And then the rest of the Clippers is all sort of mushed together. Mann, Morris, Batum, Zubats, Coffee. Nothing crazy. On Houston, we're playing a lot of Christian Wood. 7,200 on FanDuel. Power forward center eligible. He looks fine for 8,100 on DraftKings. And then Kevin Porter, 6K on DK. There's a little bit of oomph in that projection. 2 games to go. Golden State Warriors up next. 1-point dogs in Minnesota. And feels like this one's a little different. We got no Klay Thompson on Sunday. We have no Klay Thompson once again. No Draymond, no Iggy, no Wiseman. Wiseman getting close. Bielitsa with the Q tag. So we're going to take out Klay. We know that when Klay generally doesn't play, we get more time out of Jordan Poole. So let's bump him up to 18. Well, 30 total. We got Looney in for 26. We got the Bucket in for 20. Seems about right. Gary Payton in for 24. We got, all right, so we have 35 minutes to hand out here. Bielitsa in, Otto Porter in. All right, so we got to give Damian Lee like 16 minutes, maybe 18 minutes. 16 works. And then we're going to give Moses Moody 19. I'll probably cover it. I'll tell you what we're going to do, though. We're going to get a lot of Jordan Poole. Did Poole start on Sunday? Or I guess the better question is, who started on Sunday? So that's Monday, that's Sunday. Golden State lost by 6. Starting lineup, Peyton, Looney, Moody, Curry, Wiggins. So they kept Poole on the bench. That's interesting. Moody just playing a ton. Maybe we'll drop that down to 16, up that one to 21, 15, and 22. There we go. And Moody, Peyton. Weird rotations there at occur. Don't have any changes that I need to make, though, so there's a lot we're going to end up liking for Golden State. Remember, Minnesota is as good of a matchup as you could possibly want. And then on the Minnesota side, obviously they're on a back-to-back. Everybody that's available from yesterday is still available. I'm not changing anything from Minnesota's rotation. We did it yesterday. So let's look at Golden State. So Curry looks pretty solid on FanDuel at 9,700. 10-8's probably a little pricey on DK. I think 5,500 for Wiggins on FanDuel looks like a really nice price. 6,200 on DK is not a huge problem. Jordan Poole for 5K and 5,200. I mean, I might just have him over projected from a minute standpoint. But generally, when Clay is not around, he plays 30 minutes. He didn't this last time, but I can't really give him much else than 28. Maybe we make it 27. Do something like that. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Curry and Wiggins on FanDuel are the best things here. After that, it gets blurry. Like Curry, Wiggins, Poole, Looney, Peyton, Porter all look pretty similar on DraftKings relative to salary. Minnesota, on the other hand, I don't know what to do with Anthony Edwards anymore, but I'm going to play him still. That's not going to be fun. I guess I'll take a minute from him just to soften the blow right now. Get him down to 23, or 33 rather. Even still, Edwards for 6,600 on FanDuel is criminally underpriced. 7,400 on DraftKings to me still works. I like D'Angelo Russell for 7,600 on DraftKings. I think Pat Bev is a really nice mid-tier value. I think Jared Vanderbilt is a decent mid-tier value. Towns is nothing exciting. And now we close it out. Dallas Mavericks, 5-point favorites in LA against the remains of the Los Angeles Lakers. Mavs, no Ntilikina, no Chris, no Burke, no Pinson, no Hardaway. No real changes here other than making small tweaks. Reggie Bullock is back and still playing 34 minutes a game, so we need to take care of that. I'm going to take 2 minutes away from Josh Green. Bullock up to 30. We got Dinwiddie playing more now, which means someone else has to hemorrhage some playing time. Looks like it could be Maxey, which is scary. Bertans played a little bit more. It's a 9-man rotation. Dwight Powell's minutes, I guess, could come down a little bit too. Take him down to 23. We'll take Maxey down to 24. And bump up Bullock and Dinwiddie. That gets Dinwiddie to 27. So all of that seems about right. Rates don't have to change, so that's Dallas. And then we try to salvage this Lakers team, who obviously don't have DeAndre Jordan any longer. Boop, let's get rid of him. Lakers, Q-tag on LeBron. Apparently Austin Reeves is starting at center. Augustine and Wenyen Gabriel look to be coming in. We'll see how that actually works out. No Nunn, no Bradley, obviously no AD. So we got 35 minutes for Russ. I'm going to make that 33. Bazemore doesn't really appear to be a part of anything. We're going to bump up Austin Reeves to 25. So we'll do that. Malik Monk in for 27. I got Ariza in for 20. We're going to dial that one back a bit. Take him to 17. We're going to take Taylor Horton Tucker down to 26. That freed up 11 minutes for not Stanley Johnson, who's playing basically nothing now. Dwight getting the run. Get him up to 23. Melo's in for 27. So who gets these final 11 minutes? Wayne Ellington. Done. That right there is your Los Angeles Lakers team. We have just flown through a 6-game slate where basically no changes needed to be made. 170 viewers, 70 likes. We should easily hit that 100 mark before we start running crunches. For Dallas, Luka looked exceptional at 10-8 on FanDuel, probably the number one play. Jalen Brunson, not all that far behind at 5,800. That is a bargain-based price tag. I think you can make a case for Dorian Finney-Smith. You can make a $3,700 Reggie Bullock case on FanDuel, although understand what you're getting there. And then for the Lakers, LeBron looks okay, but he's 11K. You'd much rather play Luka Doncic than LeBron James. Russell Westbrook, though, 6,600 on FanDuel. What in the world? What a fall from grace. Not that his grace was recent, but people thought it was. Then you're not really rostering anything else from the Lakers. Let's run these silly-ass crunches. What a truly weird slate. I don't have a lot of confidence in it. I don't feel like we saw a lot of stuff that looked good. Luka is pretty clearly the top play. I'm just happy Russell Westbrook became exactly what I told everybody he was. All right, here we go. Optimal lineup on FanDuel by 1/10 of a point. Van Vliet, Russell Westbrook, Luka, Jalen Brunson, Scotty Barnes, Dorian Finney-Smith, Pascal Siakam, Christian Wood, Chris Boucher. Brunson's been not ideal as of late, but 5,800 is a price tag that works. I don't have any problems with that optimal. I'm a little nervous to find out what's going to happen here when we run the power rankings. What are we getting here? Yeah, it's Luka. No surprise either. Very clear. The clear pay up option today is Luka Doncic. I'm gonna take my fish oil and my vitamin D. So there we go. All right, power rankings on FanDuel. Luka Doncic, Pascal Siakam, Reggie Jackson, Fred VanVleet, Jason Tatum. I guess there's just that much money to go around because I didn't feel like Tatum looked all that great. Christian Wood, Westbrook, Edwards, and then the guys above 20, Wiggins, Kuzma, Curry, and Trae Young. Very easy to get to the star names today. So keep that in mind. Let's close it out with DraftKings now. Again, contenders videos will be up in the hour after this show ends. Strategy show with Adam at 10 o'clock. Should be a pretty easy one, too. Optimal lineup on DK by 0.2 of a point. Fred VanVleet, KCP, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Daniel Gafford, Jalen Brunson, Nick Batum, and Christian Wood. T. Green, you can play him when he's 6,600 on FanDuel. All right, power rankings on DraftKings, and then we get out of here. Look, after all that hooting and hollering, looking at pictures and taking our time to start, we're still done inside an hour because that's how little needed to be looked at for this slate. No Yahoo today, Sotex. Sorry. Eric, FanVice was just another site that we acquired 6 months after Awesemo.com started. That's when Adam came over, when Laffy came over, Emac, Ben. I'm probably missing somebody too. All right, DraftKings Power Rankings. Pascal Siakam, number 1. Fred VanVleet, number 2, if he plays. And then we get a pack of guys from 15 to 18. Gary Trent, D'Angelo Russell, Reggie Jackson, Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Daniel Gafford, Kevin Porter, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic. There it is, everybody. We done here. Another process show in the books. 6 games up, 6 games down. What do we have for tomorrow? How many games are on Wednesday's slate? 2, 4, 6, 8 gamer tomorrow. 7 on Thursday. 9 gamer on Friday. That's a clean work week. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's all I got, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been great having you guys here. Hit the like button if you haven't done it yet. We are at 80. That is not nearly enough, but I'm going to let it go. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Good luck to you all today. Win some money. This was the process.